Right, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, everybody, it's your girl off the Doc B. She's in the building. I said, hey, everybody, it's your girl off the Doc B. She's in the
In
building.
the
And
building.
guess what? I got my sidekick, my co-host right here next to me, my main man, Azzam Abdullah Azim. Took me
All
a long
day
time to
in the
learn how to say
building.
that.
In the
Right, right,
building.
right, right. So listen, we have a special treat for them. Take it away. Would you let them know what is going on today? Who
Yes,
they,
yes,
where they at?
y'all
Where
are
they at?
in the
Tell them where they
building
at.
once again with us. Before I start anywhere, don't forget to like, share, call your people up, tell them to get their butts up over here, right? We are at Bring It to the Table once again, the podcast that deals with all type of social justice issues in the communities, dealing with equality, dealing with the freedom that's needed for the proper healing. Here at Bring It to the Table, we talking about addressing everyday people who have overcome, conquered, and survived all types of addictions and traumas and are living beyond their dreams. That's right, living beyond their dreams. Don't forget, this is a podcast. It's an offspring from the Queen Diva herself, the Doc B book entitled The Three C's, How I Survived Crack, Cancer, and the COVID-19. Let's not forget about her memoir. We're talking about a self-help tool, 30-day book to help you become healthy, because as we know, health is wealth. And we don't want to forget that she was recently acknowledged, right, as the best-selling self-help book. Where are we at? We everywhere. Spotify, Facebook. We got a few pages on Facebook, Twitter, Indeed, and YouTube. Tonight, as she
Yes,
mentioned, it's about to
yes,
go down. We
yes,
got
it
another
is going
sister, one
down.
of our sisters, we coming on. We're gonna do like we always do, and ask these questions. She's gonna share her life, and hopefully gonna impact your life. Listen, we want y'all to interact with us. Put some questions in the chat, some questions we might miss. You might could put
Yes,
in there
please.
something y'all might want to know. Cause check it out, we still got mental health issues. Don't forget, we got some issues. You know what I'm
Paquito,
saying?
Paquito,
But they're like this, right? And we need y'all
Paquito.
to put those questions in the chat. We love that y'all are here. And right now, I'm gonna give it back to Doc B, so she can introduce our person that we invited.
Our special guest tonight. Absolutely. Thank you all for joining. Hello, everybody. It's your girl off the Doc B. You know me, the wound away girl. I'm your doctor, your therapist, your girlfriend, your cousin. I'm your auntie. Listen, it's
All
going
that.
down tonight. I got Atlanta's finest. Let me tell you something. I got Atlanta's finest, Vanessa W, in recovery, going to drop jewels on you. She's going to drop it like it's hot tonight. And I just want you all to sit back, relax, go get your popcorn. Before we bring her on, she's backstage. Let me tell you, she's beautied up too. She's a doll, honey. Wait till you see her. Wait till you see her. Let me tell you. I want to say something to our guests because you know we can't leave out our audience because we would have no show
Mm-hmm.
without our audience. This is an engaging podcast. This has nothing to do with just us talking. It's about you because the message has to go out. Hi, Michael. Thank you for joining. Hi, Janine. Thank you for joining. Hi, Stacy Robinson. Hi, Stacy. Thank you for joining. Carolyn. Carolyn's my BFF from Baltimore. Thank you for joining. Erica Camden in the building. Hey, y'all. Hey, Helly. How you doing, Mr. Good? Everybody, thank you so much. That was on one platform. Now I'm gonna go over here. Oh, how you doing? Bill is on. Is that my brother? I don't know. He a truck driver. He drive over the road. Hey, Bill, thank you for joining. Hey, Paula. Hi, Nene. Hello, everybody. Thank you all for joining. Hi, Bridget Boone. I appreciate all your love, respect, support. We really do love you all here on Bring It to the Table. Don't forget, you in like 12 different countries is looking at us tonight. And then we are on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. We are even on LinkedIn. Hey, we expanded this year. We on Spotify. Come on, somebody. We got a spot on the Spotify. So without further ado, we are going to introduce to some of you Vanessa W. I'm going to bring her on. She is backstage. Hi, Tanya Sharif. Tanya Sharif is there. I'm still not feeling my best. Ooh, there she go, y'all. Hey, Queen.
Hello, how everybody doing?
We
Look
doing
who's in
good. I
the
want you to meet
house.
my
Look who's
co-host.
in the house. Our friend Vanessa.
He
Yo,
told me
sis, Vanessa is in the building.
in the
Stop
building,
playing.
baby. Look, and he gonna say, I don't know, Vanessa. I said, well, I do.
No, now I see it. I told y'all looking at the building. We just hung out. Yo, she off the chain.
I'm
Y'all
telling you.
better get ready. Homegirl is off.
I'm
She is
telling you, it's
off
getting
the
ready to go.
chain. What's up, V?
We
What's
about to be
up? How you doing, my brother?
I'm
We
good.
about
I'm
to be all
good.
the way live. We about to be all the way live. We got Queen Vanessa in the building. Now, listen, one thing we do appreciate is that you comment. Please ask questions,
Please.
comment, click like, and share. Where's the hearts? Invite one person. Everybody on here is charged to bring back another listener for next week. It's so
Absolutely.
important. It's so important. We have had wonderful ending of the year. Our ratings has been crazy, and we like numbers. We go by numbers, and that's what we do. We need to get the message out that you too can recover and overcome and conquer anything, and then live beyond your dreams. Which brings us to our topic tonight. That is Vanessa's topic. Now, Vanessa, you got Vanessa W. That's Vanessa Williams. She got FPMCPSCIT. So we're going to start right there, Azzam. What in the world is all those letters stands for? Please explain to the audience.
Yes.
Okay, the FPM, I am a forensic peer mentor. The CPS, I'm a certified peer specialist. The CIT, I'm a counselor in training.
Nice. I
Come on.
love that.
Come
Ooh,
on.
we get ready to get into it. We're going to find out what happened. You want to go first with your questions, Azzam? Get back to that childhood? Come on.
Well, let's do this. Hold up. That's it. Let's go there. How about who Vanessa W before the letters? let's talk about that person.
Who's that girl?
Don't forget, we are here
Who's that
surviving
girl?
our addiction, right? Living beyond our dream. But before those letters, I think there was a nightmare somewhere, right? Come on.
That's right.
Come on. Give us a little bit of that.
Okay, my name is Vanessa. So let me reintroduce myself.
Come on.
Right. I am Vanessa Williams. I live with a lot of trauma, right? And a lot of trauma was caused by my own decision making as a little girl. Like I used to blame stuff on my parents, but I have no right no more. I understand that I can no longer blame people, places, and things for the decisions that I made. You know, I made some bad decisions as a little girl, picking up cups after everybody got drunk and turning them up. Didn't know that I was getting into something like we don't even have a word for it. We call it something that was gonna take my life on a journey that I had to find a way out. Yeah, I'm talking about like going from picking up cups after the bootleggers, you know, because I come from a lot of bootlegger families, right? So I'm talking about like from picking up the cups to playing with the cigarettes, right? From playing with the cigarettes and smoking the weed, from playing with the weed. I'm talking about like it just grew. That monster grew. Yeah, and it took me some places that I really didn't want to go, and I stayed longer than I planned on staying. But thank God for a way out.
Yes.
So I need to ask you. So where did you grow up at? What state? What block? Tell
I grew
us
up in
about the
Brooklyn.
block.
I went to PS 191, right? I grew up
Oh,
in Brooklyn, but I was raised in Atlanta. I was
okay.
raised
So
in
wait,
Atlanta,
Azzam,
Georgia.
aren't you from New York too,
You
Azzam?
said, yo, she just said BK all the way. Stop playing.
I know both of y'all from. I'm saying, like, wait, what is this? A New York thing tonight? Both of y'all was born in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was born in Bellevue. I was born in Bellevue Hospital in Manhattan, right? Because that was
Wow.
that's the city hotel. But anyway, that's the state hotel. But anyway, like I grew up in Atlanta. I grew up in Atlanta and down south where, my parents, like I said, was bootleggers and number runners and on fish markets. And, I come from that era, right? And, I was raised up over there in Kirkwood. We got an area in Atlanta called Kirkwood. And it's a real nice area now. But like Kirkwood was an area where my mama had the fish market. I went to Tuma Elementary School. I ran fish and numbers to the pool hall. That was my job when I get out of school.
Oh,
When I get out of
yeah.
school, I would take the bag with the numbers and the fish in it and the money around to the pool hall, and from the pool hall to the fish market. I always been a runner.
Come on.
And little did I know that it was gonna take me on a serious run.
Mm.
Yeah.
So you talk about picking up the cups. Where the progression? What happened after that? You picked up the cups, like it changes your behavior.
Yeah,
Then what?
and guess what happened at Azzam? They would say, dance, baby,
There
right?
we go.
And and I would dance, and they would give me dollars and 50 cents,
Oh
and
wow.
I go in the next room and pick up a couple of more cups and come back and they say, baby, dance. Look at her, she know how to dance.
Mm, mm.
Wow. Well, you heard it, folks. There it is. She
Right
came
here,
from
Vanessa
dancing. She came
W
from
in
the
the
hood just
building.
like we did. She was dancing. She was running. She was doing her thing. And look at her today. We're going to
So
hit that
so.
flip side. So let me ask you this. Inside the household,
Mhm.
because you talked about running and doing all those things. Tell us who you grew up with in the household. How was it in there? You talked about, taking those sips and things like that. Was it gambling in there? Were they using and drinking? Like, tell us about inside the household as a child.
Yeah, all that comes with the bootlegger houses and the number runners and the fish markets and all that come together. So in our house, like I remember a time where when my mom was at the fish market, my dad used to have a job. He worked at it's a place called Piedmont Golf Club. It's at the Piedmont Park here in Atlanta, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my dad was a cook, and they would have these meetings on his job, all the members, all the employees, and they would have these meetings at our apartment. And my mom would be at work at the fish market. And one night they had a meeting, but everybody left but this lady. So I'm a
Mm-hmm.
kid, so I'm like, I need to use the bathroom. I want to get some water. You know what kids do.
Mhm.
And my dad wouldn't let me out the room, so I grabbed the house phone and told my mama that my dad was in there and this lady, and they will not let us come out and get in to eat, drink, use the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
So my mama come home and she shot my daddy.
Mm.
Right? My mama came home, and when she came home, they got to arguing. And when they got to arguing, and I had a little girlfriend over my house who spent the night with me. I'm talking about like trauma. Who spent the night with me that night, and my mama said, "Give me my purse." She came in the room, put her foot on the dresser, hold the door, and the little girl grabbed the purse and gave it to my mama. My mama loaded the gun up, and she said, "When I close, my sister, you better move, because when I come out, I'm coming out shooting." And she came
Mm.
out and she shot my daddy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that was some trauma that I buried for so long, and I would never ever talk about it because the lie was told that he got hit by a drive-by.
Wow.
Ooh.
We have similar stories. Except mine's is opposite. My dad shot my mom.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mm.
my dad shot my mom. I wrote that in my book as well. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
So
sorry
so
that you had to experience that, but go ahead, keep talking.
So that was a hush hush thing. Like they wanted to make us believe. Now we've seen what happened, but the lie was even my daddy told the lie that he got hit by a drive by, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so like it always been, and I would want to blow up all the liquor stores because every time everybody got drunk in the house, they didn't fight the neighbors; they would fight each other. My grandmother fight with my
Mm-hmm.
granddad, and my mama fight with my grandmama. And
Mm-hmm.
and they don't. And that listen, I was brought up. You don't pull nothing out unless you use it.
Oh,
Knife, fork, gun. I don't care if you pull it out, you use it.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Thank
was
you so
raised
much.
that
That's
way.
good. That's good. Thank you for that. And that was really good way of being raised. I mean, I think we all of us on here probably, I say good because we already know where that's going to take us,
we
where
already
we ended
know.
up at right now. So let's say hi to Shafi Deem. Hi. Thank you for joining. They love you. They in the chat. They blowing it up, Vanessa. They already in there. We got somebody named Cynthia. She just joined. Hi, Cynthia. Thank you for joining. Jamie Van Ness. Thank you for joining. Hi, Maria. Thank you for joining. Thank you all for joining. Vanessa is here. Vanessa W, Atlanta's finest, and recovering her butt off here in Atlanta, Georgia. Yup, I'm for all the people that I know that I've been meeting here in Atlanta doing their things. And I'm super proud of her. She's proud of me, and we are in each other's lives. I'm going to tell a backstory real quick. Can I tell that story?
Tell it.
When I got here to Atlanta, I had no one. I wasn't lost, but I had blood relatives, but I didn't have my NA family was not in place. I did not
Mhm.
have a home group. I did not have sponsors. I ain't have none of that stuff that we do. You know what we do. I ain't have none of that stuff. Well, guess what? God sent me Vanessa.
Mhm.
I jumped in her back pocket. She said, go over here, do this, do that, and do that. I did what the lady told me to do. And today we sit here with some clean time intact, okay?
How about that?
Get yourself some people, connect with the people. You have an obligation to
In the same
reconnect
home
with
group.
people. Hello, somebody, and ended up in the same group. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? And almost had the same sponsor. We came this close.
That close.
We came that close. I was up y'all butt, boy. I was on y'all. I was on y'all. But I love your recovery. I love you
Thank
as
you.
a Black woman, the things that you
Thank
are
you.
doing. I see the people that you are helping to save lives in this city. You are not phenomenal, but magnificent and all those
Aw.
things, man. You really, really are. You are all I can't put an adjective beside you and your sponsor's name, man. Y'all, you just amazing people. Just amazing people. I'm glad that God allowed me to come and cross y'all paths. All right, next question. Come on, Zane. You go to the next
Okay. The
question. So
next one. So I don't know
now
if we
we at
touched base with that.
childhood.
Any
Go ahead.
brothers, sisters, like siblings?
Yes, I have a brother. Hopefully he'll jump on. I have a brother here in Atlanta. I have a
Mhm.
sister who passed away, and we grew up in it. They grew up in Brooklyn. They went to school in Brooklyn in New York. My brother and my sister, because they were like 8 or 9 years older than me, and I was the baby. And then in Atlanta, in Georgia, I had three half sisters. Right by my father. My father had a whole nother family here in Atlanta. I would
Papa
come
was
to
a Rolling
Atlanta to
Stone.
visit. Yeah, Papa was a Rolling Stone. I
Yeah.
would come to Atlanta and visit, right? My dad with his other wife and her kids, right? And they was like 10 and 11 years older than me, but I had one other sister who was around my age. And I
Did
would
any
love to
of y'all
come.
use together?
No, I'm gonna tell you a funny story about that. We didn't
Yeah.
use
Oh,
we didn't use together, but when I got clean, I got clean up under her name. I never knew that she was on the other side of town doing the same thing I was doing. When I used her name, because I knew her name or her birthday, I didn't
everything.
know that I was on her third strike.
Ooh.
And that's how I got
Oh,
clean. I was on her third
what?
strike.
Well, there
Mm.
it is, folks. You heard it. Strike
You
one,
heard it
strike
first.
two,
Bring it
strike
to the
three. You're
table.
out. She said it. That's the stuff that we do. Y'all heard it. Oh my God, there's Susan. Oh, Susan's on. Hi, Susan. Thanks for joining.
Thank
We
y'all for
love
being
Susan.
here.
Oh my God, we love that
So,
lady.
so,
Oh,
so I gotta ask. The doctor. I gotta ask her. What was
go
your
ahead.
drug of
Go ahead.
choice at the end?
At the end,
Yeah.
it wasn't no choice.
Ooh, y'all heard that? She
At the
gave up
end,
the
there
choice.
wasn't no choice. Now, what
Wow.
was my choice when I thought I had a choice?
Go ahead.
It was, it was, see, because see, I come from the Freemason era,
Mm-hmm.
right? So like I come from the Freemason era, like we had a pretty champagne glasses and what we did our thing out of with the golden grain, the real sexy stuff, right? I
Right.
come from
Right.
that era. But when at the end of the road, there
Yes,
was
yes.
no choice.
Mm.
There was no
Mm.
choice. I didn't have no choice. All my choices had been taken away.
Right. Y'all heard it here, because that's what addiction does. It take away your choices. There's no more choice. You sell out everything. They tell you that, what I'm saying, you give up your family, your loved ones. There is no choice after your choices is made for you. Did it ever tell you at 3 o'clock in the morning, get up?
My.
It told at
Man.
3 o'clock in the morning. It didn't say get up. It said go get it. I
That
was
oh
already up.
oh yours was full in advance.
Yeah, I was already up.
You heard that, Valerie? You heard that, Miss
Did
Roberson?
y'all hear her?
Ooh,
You were
she
ready
dropping it
up.
like it's hot. She said the drug will tell you exactly what you need to do. It said get up and go get one more. Hi, Valerie. Thank you for joining. Shafi, thank you for joining. Miss Miller, thank you for joining. Ooh, they just drop it in like it's hot. I think this one of the largest audiences too. Hi, Cynthia. Hey, Miss Long. How y'all doing? Susie up there. I love my sister. Oh my God. Oh my gosh, there's so many people. I'm short breath. I'm winded because I recently wasn't feeling good, but I'm telling you, are you knocking my socks off?
Let
You are
let let's
really
get to
knocking my
your
socks.
bottom.
Okay, come
But
on.
let's talk about that at the end of your using. I know you're talking about the three strikes, but what was that like?
At the end, I was walking around. We have an area in Atlanta. It's called the Bluff, and
No,
the
not
Bluff
the bluff.
and
Not the
the
bluff.
Bluff stands for better leave, you fucking fool, right?
Ooh,
And and it was an area at
ooh.
the end of the road. I was in that area, right? Stuck, right? I'm talking about like in the grip. I'm talking about like in the grip. Well, I couldn't get out. Like it, I was so much in the grip, like the grip had a knot in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking about like that knot was it. I can't even call it. They said something. It was
Uh-huh.
something in the knot, right? And I'm talking about like I was walking around over there. It could be Thanksgiving. I was thinking about this Thanksgiving. It could be Thanksgiving. And in Atlanta during Thanksgiving, they had this Hosea Williams thing that
Mm-hmm.
they give away food and they fix your hair
Mm-hmm.
and they feed you and they get a haircut, whatever you need done, they do it free, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right up the street at the stadium. And I was the only one walking around trying to catch a date and trying to get some dope, and nobody was. I'm talking about the homeless people wasn't even walking
Mm-hmm.
around. I'm talking about they
Mm.
had even had sense enough to go and get a haircut and get some free food and get some help. I didn't even know that help was available. I was still walking around trying to stop cars.
Mm. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Mm.
I'm talking about at the end of the road.
Mm-hmm.
My hands, they so pretty now,
Yes,
right?
they are
But I'm talking
always.
about, listen, my hands had calluses on them like I worked a construction job. My
Mm.
feet had so much dead skin on the bottom of it. I
Mm-hmm.
thought I wore a size 9. I wear a 7.5. So you
Ooh.
know how much
Mm-hmm.
dead skin was on the back of my feet and on my heels. I'm talking about in the grip, tiptoeing. They tell me,
Mm.
oh, she walked so bow legged. I was tiptoeing.
Ooh wee.
Wait, that's good. Thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you for your vulnerability. Thank you for coming on
Absolutely.
here. And that transparency is woo, woo, woo,
Yes,
woo.
it is. Thank you.
There it is,
Thank you.
folks. You heard it right here. They thought she was bow-legged, but she was tiptoeing, honey. Trying to give them no. She said, I ain't have good enough sense. Hi, Carolyn. Thank you for joining. Hi, everybody. Susan said, this is dope. Isn't it right, Susan?
Don't
God gave
forget
us
to
another
like and
platform.
share.
Yes, please click like and share. Invite someone to the platform because we smoking, we cooking with Chris Go. We
Yes, we
cooking with
are.
Chris Go, baby. It's going down
It's
tonight.
hot up in here.
Ooh, so now that clean date, what would that happen to be? That clean date, because now we halfway into the show. So now it's about to turn. That clean date. Tell us about that clean date.
My clean date is March the 10th, 2010. Like I
Oh.
said, I have 13 years, right? And I
Mhm,
never knew that help was available. Like
mhm,
I c- I hear people saying that they basically taken went back to the trap. Like I don't know. I don't have no experience in relapsing. I just have a lot of experience in returning because I would go to
mm,
prison and stay 2 years, 2.5 years, say I ain't gonna do this stuff no more, but I couldn't find a way out, right? Because
mhm,
everything I knew was going back. My way of thinking was coming up. I didn't have no way of thinking of getting a job or trying to get a
mhm.
stability life. My way of thinking was how to come up real fast
Oh,
and
I
come
love
Mhm.
up
that.
and,
Yeah.
and come up always come with
Yeah.
drugs. Always
Mm,
come with
mm, mm,
drugs.
mm,
Always
mm.
come with drugs. Always come with prostitution. Always come. So I'm talking about like when they sent me the treatment up under my sister name. I
Wow.
told you I was on her third strike. Her third strike, using her name, they sent me the treatment. I got the
Mhm.
treatment. I went to jail on March the 9th. So that's why I claimed the 10th. Because I was,
Okay.
yeah, I went to
You
jail
was
on
high
March
that
the
day.
9th.
Okay. That's the
And
last day
March
you
the
used.
10th,
You
I
woke up.
hadn't used, right?
Okay, good.
And on March 10th, I didn't use. And I was in this jail, and the jail gave, it's the first time I had ever been given a choice. They said I could either do 6 months up under this little prostitution charge. I told you I did time in prison. So like 6 months wasn't a long time, but it was too long not to get high. It was too long not to get high.
Right.
Right,
Right.
right.
So they had gave me a choice. I could do 6 months, or I could
Susan up
do.
there cracking up. Susan cracking up. You got so many comments in the chat. The one girl is saying, "I'm proud of you." Oh, I guess it's your cousin from Memphis, Tennessee. She said she
Uh-huh.
proud of you. Somebody up there said they proud of you from
Yes.
Memphis. Put your name in the chat because your name not coming
Her
up.
name is Nikki. Her
Yeah,
name is
Nikki.
Nikki.
Okay, there it is, Nikki. Put everybody, do me a favor. Put your names in the chat. Oh, and there's another lady here, Micaiah, from Journey Flint. She's saying to you.
They're my grandbabies.
Oh,
You got the grandbaby in the building.
yo, in the house, baby. Come on, grandbaby. Look at that. Oh, no, that's right. Ain't
Got
nothing
your
like it.
in the
Listen,
house.
Susan up there.
They used to call me Sassy on the street, right? She called me yesterday to my grandma. Who is Sassy?
She want to know all the stories. They don't know. They got some good stories, baby. Wow. Look, Susan put bluff in there with the capital B dot
Yeah.
capital L dot capital U dot and capital FF. I work here in treatment, so I hear about the bluff, but I've never been there. And you know, the addict's mind, you know, I want to go see what's going on in this bluff. That's all I hear bluff in the meetings. I hear bluff in treatment.
Well, I'll ride you through the bluff one day.
I'll go with you then. I ain't going. Well, I ain't going.
That's
Don't
right.
go by
Don't go by
yourself. You need a girl like me to take you.
Okay, I will be more than happy. I just want my own experience.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's cleaned up now. It's cleaned up. It's cleaned up.
Hi, Raina. Thank you for checking in. Thank you all for checking in. I appreciate you all. Oh my God, the chat is popping. Hey, brother, you here, Mr. Bird? Mr. Bird, you know, Mr.
That's
Bird.
my brother, James Bird.
In the building. In the building. Welcome.
Thank
Welcome
you
to
all
bring
for
it to the
coming.
table.
Says breakthrough. I love you. It's Aunt Carol. It's Carol. Carol ATL says she here. She wants you to know she here. That's what she said. And you guys, somebody saying yes, Miss Vanessa. Yes, Miss Vanessa. That's my homegirl from Irvington. Okay, so now what's next? What's next on our agenda?
I was talking about getting this choice. You know, like my clean day. Right? And
You got it. You gotta hit the top now. No, somebody must have called you. Somebody called you because they know you on the podcast. You can go out and come back in if you want. You can. But while she's gone, let's look at that chat because that chat is popping.
Yes, it's on fire.
So look what they say. That's my MF and sponsor right there. They going in. They going in. They said,
Yes,
I love hearing you share. People saying, I love hearing
welcome. Delary,
we got
Jamie,
Darlene.
Janine,
Is that Miss Turner?
Makai, the granddaughter in the building.
What the granddaughter say to her grandma?
Unbreakable.
She said, I love you, Grandma Vanessa. You're the best grandma ever. Oh.
Ain't that something?
Yeah, that's so dope right there. I know that's our heart's desire, right? Is that we pass on the legacy. It's about the legacy and passing things down. You know, it's about the legacy and passing things down and stuff. I'm gonna bring her back. There she goes.
Hey, so I was saying that that I had finally got a choice, and they said you could either do 6 months in the city jail, or you could do 90 days in treatment. Now I had never been to treatment before. Like this is my first time ever on this journey of recovery. I'm not the girl that's been to recovery and found recovery and made a decision not to be in recovery. I don't know anything about that. You know, all I know is going to jail, getting clean through jail. But to make a long story short, they gave me a choice, and I had never gotten a choice before. I've never. They just listen. Only thing I get is a plea bargain.
I remember those.
They had never given me a choice before. So like in this process of being able to make a choice, I still wanted to play the system, right? Because I knew how to beat the system, right? So I still wanted to play the system, and I said no, with a prostitution charge, I want to we're gonna bring out the
Take it
jury.
to
We're gonna
trial.
take it to trial.
Go on a trial.
And because I thought the police officer wasn't gonna come in Georgia, if the officer don't come, they throw it out.
That's everywhere in the
Okay.
world, boo. That's
But
everywhere in
listen,
the world.
Yeah.
the officer showed up. Now was that the arresting officer? I couldn't tell you because I was so geeked up. I don't know who locked me up. I just know
Right.
it was an angel. Right?
That part.
And he showed up in court. Then I listen, now I want to make a choice. I think that program treatment thing sound pretty good. Cause now I know I'm 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Right? But I didn't know like when I got there, like everything, like they talking about the records of your past. The records of my past caught up with me instantly. Because as soon as I went to that treatment center, my probation came up, my parole came up that I hadn't been reporting to. Like all this stuff, like I had to face all this stuff. But I'm glad I did because early in recovery, I had a lot of responsibility to the system. I had to go to treatment. I had to go to probation. I had to sit on the probation place all day long. Then I had to report to parole. I had to turn myself in while I was in treatment. I had to do all this stuff. And in that 90 and 90, something shifted. My spirit shifted. I no longer wanted to run. I wanted to face everything and recover. I stopped saying fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm talking about on my clean date. Something happened in my spirit. This lady said, I didn't know the lady who was sending me to treatment was one of us. I thought she was just this lady that worked for the system. Because y'all know I hate the system.
Right.
The system always trying to lock me up. And I thought this lady just was a lady who worked in the system, but this lady was a recovering addict.
Come on.
Angel number 2.
Angel number 2.
Angel number 2.
And this lady gave me some step work, and I didn't even know it was step work. She gave me an assignment to do before she let me go to treatment. And I came back with the assignment. The lady didn't even look at it. She just wanted to see was I going to do it.
Was you unwilling? You're willing.
She wanted to see my willingness.
That's right.
She didn't even look at the paper. I had them wrote up some stuff. Y'all know how you want to get out of jail.
Yeah.
I had them wrote my get out of jail ticket.
I
was ready for it. She didn't even want to see it.
Right. Wow.
And she was one of us. And I used to have to report to her. I used to have to report to probation. I had to report to parole. I had to turn myself in because they had a warrant for me. I'm talking about all that.
That's right. You went through the process. So very good. Thank you so much. That's amazing. Let me just tell you this. Cynthia is in there saying, sis, you're bringing tears to my eyes right now. You got people crying in the chat. You got people praying in the chat. You got people saying me too in the chat. You got people saying share the hope in the chat. You got your granddaughter saying, gee, I love my grandma. I hope you love her too. She said, I love the hope that she is giving you. And she can't even take it. She was like, I can't take it. I gotta go. She was like, goodbye, good night. I said, okay, good night, sweetie. Listen, they saying love and respect. We got Ellen, Lincoln, Dawson here. We got people in here. Miss Haywood is here. Oh my gosh, the chat is popping. Thank you so much. Please click like and share. Invite someone. Because we are at that hour. We are going in and we are bringing it home. And we got more questions from Miss Vanessa W from the ATL. If you have questions, we encourage you to please put them in the chat. Let's go. Come on, baby. We rolling. Woo! Wait, I can say that all in one breath.
Yes, you did. You did it.
You did it.
So now you clean. Now you in the program. Now you out of jail. And now you in society. What's that look like? The first thing you did, we know they say make meetings. You know, we know you went there. We know you followed the suggestions. What happens next? Did you go to school? Did you get married? Did you have babies? What happened? How old were you at that time? Please tell the audience.
I was too old to have a baby.
I always throw that in there. I love seeing that part.
I was 44 years old. I was
Mm-hmm.
44 years old when I got clean. And I went through my process of guys here and guys there, right? And I had this first sponsor because I had this guy. He's probably on here now because he always with the grandkids. And I had this guy, and he was doing everything for me. I never had a job. I listen. All the while, I've been a hustler all my life, and I never had a job. So I wanted to get rid of him. I said he got to go, but I didn't want to get rid of him because it was a financial thing, right? And I got this place, and this place is in my name, and I got my uncle Joe, and I'm taking care of my uncle, and I'm talking about like I'm just taking myself through all this mental stuff financially,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I get rid of the guy, and I tell my sponsor, I said, the sponsor that I had at the time, that I needed a job, and she got me working at the security place. The security place started looking at people's background because
Mhm.
they had a contract with this building, and you couldn't have no record working at this building. Now I'm finna lose this only little job that I thought I had and I came up with, and my sponsor sent me to a warehouse because a guy worked there part time,
Mhm.
knew about this warehouse, and I called my sponsor, and she gave me the address that Friday. I went that Monday, and the people hired me at this warehouse,
Mm-hmm.
right? I'm talking about, and the warehouse was like 30 minutes from my house. I could catch one bus, get off the bus, and walk to the
Your
warehouse.
granddaughter, I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm sorry. That's an old school technique. I can't stand it, but I still use it sometimes. But I just love the fact that your granddaughter is in this chat. She's like, don't forget Grandpa helped you too. She's saying Uncle Joe died. She's well engaged. And that's what
Yes,
we need. We need our youth to be engaged on this
absolutely.
platform so they can take away this information, so they can understand this process and understand that if you are going through anything that you need to overcome, conquer, or survive, you too can do it because all three of us did it. And Vanessa W is dropping Jews tonight. James Bird just got on and said, oh,
Yes, he
you still
did.
got that hustle and you don't get it twisted. That's what James is saying to you. Okay, sis. Says she always been an example by sight. That's what the people saying about you, Vanessa. She must have hit
Yeah,
herself
the
off.
Leary
Vanessa,
showing
you
some
hear me?
love. She said she always
Vanessa.
has been an example
Yeah, I
by
hear you.
sight. The
Mm-hmm.
breakthrough. She called you the breakthrough.
He said you the
Stop playing.
breakthrough. That's what they saying about you, girl. That's beautiful. That's
Yes, that
beautiful.
is amazing. You know,
Look at
and
Cynthia. Cynthia start laughing when I cut you off. I'm sorry, Cynthia. I can't help it. Sometimes stuff just hit my spirit. I gotta say it before I forget it.
Absolutely. You
Before I
got to
forget
get
it.
it in
Go ahead.
while
Go
I'm
ahead.
here.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
so yeah, Grandpa did. He took care of me. I said that earlier. That he
Yeah.
paid all the bills. He took care of everything. And so I started working there after I got rid of him because I wanted to be self-supporting, right? I really wanted to be self-supporting, but I didn't do it in the right way because I hadn't had no skills or how to let a person go. All I knew was how to get the heck on, right? You got to
Mm-hmm.
go, right? And that's because I had somebody else anyway. But I'm just talking about like I go to this warehouse, and the warehouse let me work. And I'm talking about like I hadn't even did an application. They let me work and then do the application. I'm talking about
Mm-hmm.
God, what God will do, right? And I'm working at this warehouse, and I'm grinding, and I'm talking about, listen, my feet hurting, my legs hurting, my back hurting, everything hurting because I ain't used to working,
Mm-hmm.
right? I told you I was 44 years old,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Hmm.
I'm working in this warehouse that's weighing me down, the concrete, everything weighing me, but I kept pushing, right? And I went from there and I volunteered at the program that I graduated from, the
Hmm.
organization that I graduated from. I went back and I volunteered,
Oh, wait.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And I learned that through another organization who taught me how to do service, right? So I went back to this organization and I started doing volunteer work. as I was doing this volunteer work, they had they had a meeting to vote to let me start working for the organization. And they had me to sit in, and they hired me, right? And that's
Wow.
how I started. That was my journey to being in recovery, working in the recovery field,
Okay.
right? That was my journey.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So
Awesome.
what is it? What is it that you do now in the recovery field?
In the recovery field now, I am a forensic peer mentor. And what a forensic peer mentor is that we work with people who are incarcerated, reentry, right? So, but what I do, I have a specialty, like God has
A
always,
unique. It's a unique
yeah,
position.
it's
Tell
a
it's
unique
just for
position,
you. I knew
right?
Come
it.
on.
I
So
knew it.
I work with family members of people who are incarcerated, right?
Mm-hmm.
I coach the family members. So I'm a forensic family support person. I'm a support specialist, and that's what I do. And I'm the only one in Georgia that does what I do.
Wow.
Wow, that's crazy. He made a unique position just for you. That's
Yes.
freaking
Yes, yes, indeed.
amazing.
Yes,
Thank you,
indeed.
Michelle, for joining. Oh, you got to read the comments because my throat, I'm still not feeling
Yeah,
well.
let me see what
There's
we got.
so
What we
much
got
stuff
going
in
on?
there. Hi, Michelle. Hi, everybody. Go ahead, Azzam. Take over. Woo, it's too
Let me
much. I'm
see.
so
Let me see what we
overwhelmed.
got. We got Makai in the building still. Said, cuz I care for you and we love you, but help you. It was joining me, you guys, your grandmother. I hope you have a good day. I love and praying for you. Love you, love you, love you. Amen.
Mm-hmm.
You are in the building. They showing mad love. Cola
Mm-hmm.
Dockery in the building. I shared it with others. Thank you, Cola. Keep doing that because we need you to share, like, and invite somebody. Sharina throwing her hearts up.
Mm-hmm.
Demaria still, again, she's still in the building. We want to thank y'all. Keep putting those comments in here. Keep sharing, liking. James Bird is in the house. James said, yo, oh, you still got that hustle. Oh, stop playing
Uh-huh.
with the smiley face with the shades on. You better act like you know. So they are in the building. Thank you. Come on with it.
Yes. And so now, did you go to college? Did you go
So
to school for any?
I started getting certifications. I
Okay.
all my things come from certification. They come from me doing trainings. I'm always doing trainings. You
Nice.
know, I haven't made that decision yet to go back to school.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been listening at you, Doc, and I've been watching you, like, you never get too old to go to
That's
school.
right.
Mhm.
Knowledge is power, and I've just been watching you and listening to you, and on that tip I'm getting in your back pocket.
Hello. Ooh, come on in. It's a big booty back there now. I ain't smoking crack no more. So
They
you
I
got
know,
they in there.
right?
They in there.
a little bit
Unbreakable
something.
Unshakable says that yo, you burning down a building. You doing it.
I'm telling you, this in the comments is going, and I welcome you into my life just as you welcomed me into yours. I will show you the ropes, whatever questions you have, anything. Everybody know that I will give the shirt off my back to help another person. Everybody knows that. I must do that. My religion says it, and my program says that I must
Okay.
give,
Absolutely.
that I must help. And that's what
Absolutely.
I want
We
to do.
say one for your
Yeah.
brother and sister, what you want for yourself.
That's right.
Correct.
That's right. And so, what's next for
Absolutely.
you? Ooh, what's next? Y'all have heard all this good forensic
Well,
stuff that's going on.
you know,
Tell the truth. I know one thing that's next. Don't make me tell it because I tell it. Because I tell it.
No, listen,
well,
y'all had to see her. We was in Atlanta, right? Me and the sponsee, and she was hosting the comedy show. Yo, y'all should have seen that
Who,
one.
Vanessa?
Yes,
I
she
already know.
was.
I already know.
Yes, she was. Oh
All the
my
way
God.
live. All the way
Yeah,
live.
yeah, it
She
was
so
good.
enjoyed
we,
her recovery.
yes, I do. So we
That's
was
one lady that enjoyed her recovery, honey.
Yeah, and we was talking about that, right? Recovery and what my recovery looks like, and yes, I do have all that, but like recently, man, my husband, I've been
Uh-oh.
They keep calling her.
So yeah, family, we are in the building once again where you come here where we do the healing.
did it cut me
She's
off?
back. Go ahead.
No, we
Okay.
can hear you.
Yeah, that's my husband. When I start talking about him, he called. We spiritually connected.
That's right.
Anyway,
That's right.
so my husband been married coming up on 7 years, right?
Hmm.
And so like we've always been friends and been in the same arena. right? And I never, knew that he liked me like that. We always been friends, and he's always been a gentleman, and he always been kind, and he always been loving to me. And I never knew that it was gonna end up as husband and wife. You know,
Absolutely.
and we wind up dating, and we didn't want to play no boyfriend girlfriend. He came in. He surprised me with a. We supposed to be going out on a dinner date, and he surprised me and asked me to marry him. It was around
Nice.
Christmas Eve, and
Nice.
I had my fairy tale wedding. I had the horse and carriage, the seven
Okay.
groomsmen, and the seven bridesmaids, and I'm talking about I was passed off. My son passed me to Uncle Joe, and Uncle Joe passed me off to my husband. I had the little fairy tale wedding, and me and my husband just bought us a home, and like we just on our, we just living
Okay.
life on life terms. And life has been amazing. My
That's
brother
beautiful.
on here, like my husband was reluctant about getting a house. He talking about a townhome because he don't want to be doing no grass and cutting
Mm-hmm.
down weeds. And my brother come over here every 2 weeks, and he don't charge us nothing. He take care of my yard. He take care of
Wow.
my. He take care
Mhm.
of, make sure don't them be all up in the gutters. My brother come and he put up whatever I need. My brother take care of
God
around the
bless him.
outside of my house,
That's
and
beautiful.
he won't charge me nothing. So like I do little stuff like I might get a card and stick some money in it, or buy him something. I have to do stuff like that because he ain't gonna charge me,
Right.
right? So he makes sure my house is real nice on the outside of it and the inside because he do my brother do fix anything, right?
Okay.
But my life has been amazing since I've been in this process. When I say amazing, it has been amazing. And what's next for me is I'm gonna have Doc B help me out with me a podcast. I'm gonna
It's
start my
going
own
down. It's
podcast.
going down. And,
So
and the
Okay.
book too. We're doing all
Okay.
that. We're doing the book, the podcast, all that.
yeah, yeah. So that's what's next for me.
Awesome. Awesome, man. We want to thank you. And at this point, we come to that place where is that, if you had to tell the audience, right? You got family, loved ones out there, and our regular family podcast, bring it to the table, family that's out there. Like, what positive words would you give them before you sign off?
Well, the most positive word I would give a person is have some forgiveness,
Okay.
right? Because once I start forgiving myself, it was easy for me to forgive others. And little did I know that forgiveness and responsibility was spiritual principles.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They
Mm-hmm.
sure are. I keep turning my camera off because I don't feel well. And I keep
Right.
starting to choke now. I
Yeah,
have
and that's
diagnosis and
so
stuff.
important for someone who experienced trauma at the hands of somebody else, because sometimes we take on that trauma and believe that is our fault that it happened to us, that we played and we play a part in certain stuff, but the onset it was not our fault. You know what I'm saying? Until we come into recovery and learn this and do the work on ourselves to then put the blame back to where it belongs and take what we own and start to forgive ourselves, we get to grow.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you for sharing. That's real important. And if y'all don't know what she's talking about, we have what's called a ninth step. You know what I'm saying? When we make direct demands of such people, and more importantly with ourselves, because we no longer making a misery in other people's lives.
yes.
Listen, we look it out. We right out the dock. Check it out. We too happy now to make, you know what I'm saying, to want to be miserable or cause misery.
Oh,
You know,
Mm.
so you better bring it to the table. You better ask somebody, stop playing. You
because
know,
y'all told me, Azzam, we did many people great harm, but most
Uh-huh.
of all, we harmed
that
ourselves.
part,
That's what we
that part
did.
right there,
That's what we
that part
did.
right there.
And
So
would you
don't
say that
forget
the
to
men's
like,
is made
share.
to society? The men's is made to society. You have
Yes,
stepped up. You
Yeah,
are
yeah.
amazing. Like I said, phenomenal. There's not an adjective I can't put in front of your name. So, folks, that's it. That's all. We want to thank you all for coming out. Azam.
oh, it's
Yeah, it's time to go,
over.
girl. But you're going to be on Spotify. I'm going to send you links to Spotify, please text me your Instagram information because you're also going to be on Instagram. You are on my YouTube channel. You are on our podcast channel on Facebook.
Yes, you are.
You are on LinkedIn. You are on the Call to Philadelphia's channel as well. You are on Twitter as well. You are on, they have this new one out called Rabbit, something about Rabbit now. You're on Google Live. You're on if they just Google your name now, the first thing that should pop up is Bring It to the Table podcast, that you have been on our show. And it's an honor and a privilege embracing you and blessing you. The chat is still going. I can't even read all that stuff. I'm getting short-winded and all this and that. But Cynthia Long is on this. She stayed on the entire show.
Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, everybody.
Hi, so Melinda is there. Hi, Melinda.
In the building.
Thank you, Miss Sharif. Tanya Sharif is on.
Romanita, Valerie.
Thank y'all, Romanita. Thank Valerie. Thank everybody.
They saying, Vanessa, you is a recovery warrior. This is what they wrote in the chat. You are a recovery warrior. Thank you. I will feel better, sweetie sister. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Feel better.
Thank you for coming, everybody.
And in my last words, I will give you what my sponsor tells me. Until you value yourself, you won't value your time. Until you value your time, you won't do nothing with it.
Ooh, that's deep right there. That's deep right there. They ain't gonna catch up to some of them to next year.
Next time I put it in the chat so y'all can write it down, but it's real important. You know what I'm saying? And Doc B, we love you like cooked food.
Thank you.
We want to see y'all next week. We got some more valuable sisters coming on. Matter of fact, we got 3 weeks of sisters coming on, but then we're gonna have to switch it back up and get some brothers back on here. Because y'all need to know this is definitely a spot where we're going to give it to you in both ways. And these are people that have been through some type of trauma. Because, listen, you don't know where we've been until we tell you where it was at. You know, so
that's it. That's all, folks.
Keep liking, subscribe. Take care. Till the next time.
Go to YouTube. Subscribe. Good night. Say good night, Vanessa. Look at beautiful Vanessa. Ain't she pretty? Y'all, she married, so don't come calling me and sending me no text messages and all that stuff. I told y'all she happily married for 7 years now. Don't come doing all that stuff, sending me talking about Vanessa's pretty. We know. Okay, we know. And your co-host, is he married? Y'all know he's not, but he's not available right now. That's what they be doing. They be calling me. I'm saying, oh, you gotta go.
We on the way. We on the way.
That's right. He on his way. All right. Thank you all. Good night. We love y'all, and we'll see y'all next Thursday. Wait a minute. Who we got next Thursday? I forgot. I don't have nobody lined up.
Yeah, we got Sister Queen Eva, remember?
Tell them a little bit about Eva.
We got this sister coming on, Queen Eva.
Yeah.
She's phenomenal. She's out of New York. Her concept is called Adjusting My Crown.
She's suggesting it.
Adjusting My Crown.
I love it.
She got she's an empowering woman. I mean, she got her own organization, but she too came from the bottom. Now she's here.
Okay.
Tune in next week.
Anything you overcome, conquer, and survive, and living beyond your dreams. They said, good job, Nessa. You know, only one person call you Nessa. You already know who that is. Susan, you already know who that is. Thank you for coming. Thank you, everybody. Good night. We love you. See you next Thursday night, 8 p.m. Don't miss it. Be there.
Assalamu alaikum, and peace be unto y'all.
All right. Great.